Hi there, my name's Tyler Zeck. I'm the founder of the Marketing Mentorship Academy and the creator of the Essential Marketing System for Small Business. And welcome to this, our very first Monday Marketing Minute. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad to be here. This is something that I've wanted to begin rolling out for a while here for the Marketing Mentorship Academy. And we've been so busy kind of creating programs and resources for business owners. And I'm just excited that now we're finally at that point where we're able to get to this. This has been a goal of ours. And so here we are rolling out this new weekly training resource. And I think you guys are going to be really excited. Those of you who have been following us on our blog for a while, I think you're going to love the new video format. And any of you that are new to us, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I learned a long time ago in my business that your business can only grow to the extent that you grow. So the fact that you're tuned in here and you're taking in some training, that says a lot about the level of success that you're going to be able to achieve in your business. These marketing minutes, I'm going to try to keep really tight and short. I don't want to bore you guys for too long. I know you're busy out there, and these are intended to be just a real quick, here's some real quick training, take it, use it, do what you got to do with it. If you're looking for more advanced training on sales and marketing, then obviously that's why the Marketing Mentorship Academy exists. We want to educate you and equip you and inspire you to achieve more in your business. So, check out marketingmentorshipacademy.com if you want more advanced training. Or, of course, if you don't know anything about me, then check out my website, tylerzeck.com. That's tylerzeck.com. You can learn a lot about who I am there and some resources available for you. In this particular training, it's our first one. And what I want to do here today is I want to walk you through the three areas. And I know I said marketing minute, but I'm going to try to go really fast here. I want to cover three areas that you might be getting derailed in your business when it comes to building and making enough money and achieving the success that you want. These are, in my experience, the three areas that make the biggest impact, when business owners come to me and they're struggling and they say, man, I just don't get it. We're not making enough money. There's not enough customers. What are we doing wrong? And usually it comes down to one or a combination of these three things. And so I want to dive into this here and share those things with you and do it quickly. So the very first area is the issue of value. And this is something that, sometimes we need to be delicate about the way we share this with a business owner. But the reality is, if you're struggling right now, then you might have a problem with just the fact that your product isn't valuable enough. Dragon's Den is one of my favorite shows on TV, and every once in a while you'll see a business owner or someone with a new invention come to the dragons and present their idea, and the dragons just tear it apart, and sometimes you think, didn't this idiot know, or sorry, I shouldn't use language like that, but didn't this person know that was just a bad idea, right? And so we kind of laugh at that in a certain way. But then we go out there in our own businesses, and to an extent, we're doing it too, right? And not that to say that your product isn't valuable, but especially if you're in a competitive industry, you might not be doing enough to differentiate yourself. Right? I mean, if you're in a competitive market with a lot of different people that are trying to service your demographic, your target market with a solution that's too similar to yours, then you might really want to start thinking about, hey, well, what is it that we offer? What is it that we deliver that's different or better or more innovative, or, what makes us a better solution for people than everybody else? Because I'm a firm believer that the product that sells best is the product that sells itself. And so if you're having a hard time making ends meet, if you're having a hard time attracting buyers for your product or for your service, then you should really go back to the drawing board and start thinking about, okay, well, how do I make this thing better? How do I make it more appealing so that more people are interested in taking advantage of it? Because if it becomes too much of the same old, then you're going to struggle. So that's the first area, is value. Again, not diving deep into this. We will in the future continue to go deeper and deeper into some of these concepts. But for today, just be thinking about, is my product valuable enough? The second area where business owners often get derailed is in the area of communications. All right. And when I say communications, I'm kind of using that as another word for sales, although I do really mean communications, right? In terms of when you're selling, what language are you using? Right? Especially if you have something extremely valuable, if you've done step one and you know that you've got the best thing out there to meet that need, but you're not communicating it in a way that sounds appealing, that entices people to take action. If you don't know how to communicate that effectively, then you're really going to struggle. And I say communications instead of sales because sometimes people have negative connotations around sales. And if that's you, then I'm sorry. Make sure you come to marketingmentorshipacademy.com. Check out our essential marketing seminar for small business. We will kick you of that habit of being scared of selling because, without sales, there is no money. And just because you have negative ideas in your head about what selling is and what sales is does not necessarily make it bad, especially if you believe in your product and you believe that you have something valuable to offer. Then I say you're doing the world a disservice by not getting out there and talking about it, and being an advocator for what you sell. All right. So that's the second area is communications. And then the third area where you might be getting derailed is in attention. Are you getting people's attention? This is when you boil marketing down, if you take away all the tactics, if you take away all the fancy terminology and different things that, people are training on, if you really kind of boil it down and you say, okay, what is it we're really talking about when we say marketing? It really comes down to just two words: get noticed. And if you're not getting noticed, then how are you going to sell anything? Right? And sometimes we need to get over ourselves. Sometimes we need to get over these fears that hold us back from stepping out there. We kind of get taught at a young age that, stop making so much noise, right? Dude, you're making a scene, right? Well, no, when it comes to marketing your business, you ought to make a scene, all right? You want to get out there and you want to get noticed. You need to get people's attention. And I'll go so far as to say you need to earn people's attention. And so you want to be considering, how can I earn people's attention? And if you struggle, obviously we can dive into tactics. We're keeping this video short here, and specifically how can you get people's attention in terms of different types of advertising, content marketing, whatever it happens to be. But what I encourage you right now is, if you're not part of some kind of a brainstorming group or a mastermind group, get into that. I'd have to say that of all the programs we have, our mastermind program, our mastermind members, they get way faster and way better results than anybody else in any of our programs. And it's specifically, it's the brainstorming. They come together and they come up with new ideas and new insights, new ways of doing things that you just wouldn't think of otherwise. And especially when you're thinking about, how do I get noticed? How do I get people's attention? How do I earn people's attention? Well, brainstorming can be very powerful. So go ahead, and if you're not in some kind of a mastermind group, that would be my tip of the day. Join a mastermind group. So that's it. Those are the three things. If you're struggling right now, it probably comes down to one of those three things. So I encourage you to actually think about those three things and apply this to your business. That's the most important thing. Anytime you take in any training, whether it be mine or someone else's, is ask yourself, is this applicable to me? And if it is, what do I do about it? So I hope that you find this extremely helpful. Like I said, subscribe so you can get more training like this. We're going to be building on these concepts over the coming weeks. And so go ahead and subscribe to get more of this. And until I see you on the next video, make sure you keep going and keep growing, because you're worth that effort. I'll talk to you soon.